This just in. The Trump administration just canceled $300 million in aid to Pakistan. I'm Lynn Hunter, and in this presentation we will explore the U.S.-Pakistani relationship currently and what the future may hold. The history of Pakistan and the United States has been a complicated series of events that has stemmed from two key events. The first is the end of the Cold War. The second is the onset of the global war on terror. Pakistan and the United States have a history of being longtime allies in the global war on terror, but also have a deep, strained relationship. The end of the Cold War left Pakistan's ISIS with strong ties to highly trained and religiously motivated Sunni militant fighters, who were now basically unemployed. The 9/11 attacks on the U.S. started the onset of the global war on terror. The Haqqani network linked extremist groups like the TTP, which is the Pakistani Taliban, with the Taliban located in Afghanistan. For years, the U.S. administration has claimed that Pakistan is playing a double game and serving its own self-interest. President Trump stated, "Pakistan has sheltered the same organizations that try every single day to kill our people. We are paying them billions and billions of dollars. At the same time, they are housing the very terrorists that we are fighting, but that will have to change." Since President Trump's election, he has repeatedly criticized Pakistan's inability to crack down on these extremist groups, so he has stepped to the plate to play hardball with the Pakistani government. On January 1, 2018, President Trump tweeted out, "The United States has foolishly given Pakistan more than $33 billion in aid over the last 15 years, and they have given us nothing but lies and deceit, thinking of our leaders as fools. They give safe haven to the terrorists we hunt in Afghanistan with little help, no more." Besides the $300 million cuts announced by President Trump, Congress also cut $500 million to Pakistan's coalition support funds earlier this year, which brings the total withheld fund to $800 million. The U.S. has also petitioned for Pakistan to be put on the Financial Action Task Force, or the Gray List. The list consists of countries that are sanctioned due to their involvement in supporting terrorists. Pakistan's National Security Committee announced that they were deeply disappointed in the president's tweet. They claim the reason for Trump's flinging accusations is that he is disappointed that the U.S. war efforts have been defeated in Afghanistan and has no way to back out without disgrace. The Pakistani government is angry that the U.S. has failed to see the great sacrifices that have been made by the Pakistani nation. The U.S. has received land and air communications, the use of military bases, and intelligent cooperations that has decimated Al-Qaeda for 16 years, not to mention the loss of their economic structure and over 70,000 military and civilian losses. In return, all they have been given is mistrust. Analysts state that this is leaving a gap for other countries like Russia, Iran, Turkey, and China to move in and gain influences with Pakistan. Russia has already stepped up and offered a military cooperation pact with Pakistan, providing officers training and military vehicles. In the past July's election in Pakistan, a new prime minister was voted in, Mohammad Imran Khan. Khan has openly opposed the United States' presence in Afghanistan, which may open new opportunities for Russia to increase its continued talks and influences. This could give Pakistan the upper hand that they can ride out the tensions with the United States. The U.S. has hoped that these financial cuts could turn the tide with Pakistan's support of these militant groups and win back the funding if it exhibits decisive actions against the insurgents. But it is highly unlikely that any U.S. pressure will motivate Pakistan to sever its ties, which has had a strong, deep relationship with these militant groups since the Cold War. Moving to the future, it is obvious that the strategies used in the past will not work in the future efforts with Pakistan. The U.S. needs to proceed wisely and strategically, as they have other important ensuing interests other than the conflict in Afghanistan, mainly the instability of Pakistan's nuclear weapons, which could fall into terrorist hands.